We are so excited to let you know we are about to launch Holmes Cinema Clues on May the 1st.
This is
Yay!
my excited face.
We're very, this is Dan's excited face. Okay, so we'll kind of give you a little bit of the rundown of the show. It will, hopefully, we'll have a new one on every Friday night. So it'll run about 35 minutes. And here we go. This is how we'll start the show. Every story has a subtext
And every character has a code.
where some see a script.
We see a pattern.
So I'm cinema agent Dr. Stephanie Holmes. I am an autism researcher, an autism specialist, and autism and neurodivergent ally. And he's
I'm Agent Dan, the inside man.
the inside man. So welcome to Holmes Cinema Clues.
So we're investigating the neurodivergent evidence hiding in plain sight.
We will cover 4 different types of cases. The first one is the coded character. These are characters that maybe are written with clear neurodivergent traits, but aren't necessarily coded to be neurodivergent, or maybe the script, such as Parenthood or The Good Doctor, does code one of the characters to be on the spectrum or some other form of neurodivergence. So we'll talk about how do we feel about that betrayal? How do other people in the community feel about that betrayal? So that's case number 1, the coded character.
So type number 2 is the one hiding in plain sight. So this is the character that maybe their neurodiversity gets overlooked because of some other character trait, or maybe a constellation of character traits like being really smart, being genius, being quirky, or being eccentric, or being really rich. Something that that hides a maybe underlying issue going on, or maybe the character's portrayal just isn't robust enough to get a full idea of what's really going on in there. So that's the other kind.
Case number 3, the neurodivergent magnet. So maybe these are movies or characters that the community is naturally drawn to, even if the character isn't neurodivergent themselves. So maybe it's a vibe, and maybe it's a feel, maybe it's being an outsider or trying to navigate the world with a different operating system. Like, you tend to like The Outliers. And he wrote about that on Substack. So you can join Substack and see some of our written case notes and case files of what we'll be covering on the show.
Right. And then the 4th type, and the final type until we invent another one,
Right.
is the cinema translator. This is the idea of finding a scene somewhere in a movie, in a lot of times in a song or wherever, that expresses a feeling that you didn't know how to articulate. You couldn't find the words for it. It was elusive. Maybe it never even occurred that this had a name or a shape to it until you heard that. So this is a method of using cinema as a method of communication when the gap you have in order to express something is more eloquent when found in a piece of TV or cinema.
So with the show, it may be Dan and I co-hosting. It may be one of us with one of our recurring cinema agents. It might be Everyman. We have someone coming on who just wants to discuss their love of Donatello and why they believe that of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that one represents the neurodivergent community. So if you want to possibly offer a case, argue a case, or maybe even be a guest on the show, go on over to Patreon and become a paid subscriber, and let us know your thoughts. And as the show kind of changes and evolves, we might sometimes have clinicians on who want to use the cinema to explain different things as a cinema translator. So this is new to us. We're just starting out, but go ahead, like, subscribe, and share. Join us on YouTube, join us on Patreon, join our case file notes on Substack, and you'll hear us say that there's no crime in being different. We want you to accept uniquely you.